Today I got a really special pick for you guys. I have been keeping my eye on the crypto market, trying to figure out which I think is one of the best value coins out there. Obviously, aside from Bitcoin, Ethereum, looking at altcoins, because I've been looking to maximize return this bull cycle. And also, I don't want to end up buying meme coins. I want projects that have real world application. And when you hear that Wall Street is stepping in, or that there are partnerships with banks or government, then you know that this is the beginning of something big. And that's what's going on with Chainlink, right? So before we get into that, let's take a look first at the total crypto market. So we've been in this uptrending channel here, and if you go back in time to around November of 2021, the trend line begins here, goes through December of 2024, and now we're just right at it. So here's a really cool thing, is that we tried to break it once, twice, 3 times, 4 times. And then now, when you've hit a level this much, or an area this much, it eventually breaks. This is the 5th shot. And not only did it break it, it came back to retrace to the trend line, confirming that this trend line actually is support now. And then it started moving up. Now, today is, after hours. So we could get a decent push later into this week, tomorrow morning into later this week. So that's, once we flip this green line here, this long-term trend line, this marks the parabolic phase that you hear a lot of people talking about, and everybody's like, it's not going to happen. It's whatever. This is a inflection point once you go through this green line. So now that we've covered the state of the crypto market, let's get into Chainlink. Now, first I want to show you a different chart. This is the market cap for Chainlink. And the reason I bring this up is because I noticed there was a big discrepancy between this chart and the regular Chainlink chart when you zoom out. I think maybe 2 years ago, there was a lot of token releases, and as a result, there was dilution. And so we don't really know where the all-time high is. So what I did is I figured this is the market cap chart. Scoop. And I'm going to take it from here to here. That's about 38, 39%. And then you go back to the Chainlink chart and you pull that up 39%. Brings you to about $33. So just, this is good to be aware of. So when Chainlink has truly become bullish and broken its all-time high. If you go back in time here, it's really 52. However, I would not be surprised if the market still reacts at these zones that are on the chart. So I'm not totally focused on the market all-time high market cap, but just an extra data point to look at. So, it also coincides with these 3 peaks here. So this could be our major resistance, but this is a beautiful, beautiful chart, right? This is a pretty clean cup and handle, in my opinion. And, we should go up roughly about the same height as this. So it should put us very soon, if we continue this upward, well above the $33 mark. All right. Now, from a technical perspective, I think this is really good, really strong. It's my biggest crypto bag right now. And my targets for it are going to be, starting with all-time high all the way up to about $85. So, I reached this calculation, if Chainlink had a 4 or 5x, kind of like what happened with Ethereum in its early days, because this will be kind of like Chainlink's Ethereum moment when it really does gain adoption. And I'm going to walk you through that. Also, I look at market cap of Chainlink. This is another reason I picked it. It's $16 billion. And, I don't mean to hate on XRP, people. I think XRP has a future, but look at the market cap, 185 billion versus 16. So which is more likely to give me, 5 to 10x? Probably Chainlink. And it's just that it's under the radar. All right. I think Chainlink and XRP both will have a place in the future of banking. It's not one takes all. It's not winner takes all. So they can be used in parallel I've seen, the technology is very complicated. I'm not going to pretend like I understand it, but from some of the diagrams I've seen is that they can run in parallel. They have different yet overlapping functions. So if you think XRP is going to succeed, likely Chainlink will as well. If the banking system undergoes a type of reform or they embrace blockchain technology. I think it's already happening, and Wall Street is going to catch on to this. And so they recently caught on to Ethereum, and they, saw it as one of the old school, safest, decentralized blockchains. Even though they could have gone for Solana, something faster, a little bit less decentralized, or a lot decentralized, less decentralized. But they went for the safe bet. That's what Wall Street does. They want to buy the big ones, the blue chips. So after Ethereum, the hype around Ethereum starts to ease off, this will likely spill down to, in my opinion, Chainlink, Solana, and maybe even Cardano. But I don't know. Cardano needs better marketing, in my opinion. They just need to get their name out there, get more partnerships. They've just been too quiet, and it's, hurting the stock price. But anyway, I'm not going to make this about that. It's all about Chainlink here. So first off, we have ETF approval end of year possible through, I believe it was Grayscale. And then let's go, and that could be a nice inflow. So all of these points are just going to add more and more pressure to the upside. So the next one is, Chainlink is being used to put U.S. treasuries exposures on chain, mainly tokenized funds and ETFs, and RWA issuers. They're unlocking new types of ways to trade U.S. treasuries, which is incredible. And when you can get instant settlement on U.S. treasuries, that's pretty awesome. They're going to embrace it slowly but surely. And Wall Street catches on, they will dump money into it. And when you have in my opinion, Chainlink, small cap, 16 billion, this could really blow up, but we'll have to see. Next after that, we have that the SWIFT system, the global banking messaging network. They ran multiple pilots using Chainlink's CCIP to move tokenized assets across private and public public chains and bridge into existing payment flows. And another upside here also is the strategic reserve that Chainlink has incorporated. This was a major pain point for me in the past for Chainlink. Their tokenomics were not good. There was not much to generate upward pressure, especially if the tokens are being used and liquidated instantly. It doesn't add, demand doesn't add as much upside. That was my understanding. But now they kind of like have, it's not a burn mechanism, but they are building their own reserve. I looked at their website. as of today, it's 6.7 million. That's not a lot of money, but that was within like, I think 5 weeks, they accumulated 6.7 million. So this is going to add up more buying pressure. And there are so many more. MasterCard has a partnership with them. You can go online and read. There's so much. So this is, my thesis for Chainlink, that, we should take out the 33 soon, and then reach for 53. How fast it's going to go up depends on adoption and news. But I think the ETF will be a big one. So yeah, guys, let me know what you think. Is my assessment, are my targets on Chainlink reasonable, or can it go much higher, much lower? Is this just too boring of a crypto to gain attention? Let me know below. And yeah, please give me a subscribe. This is a totally new channel. If you like the content and you feel it was helpful, please give me a subscribe so I know that I should make more of this content. See you later, guys.